I've said this a lot. It's my season of yes.
I
And
love that.
I wholeheartedly feel like if I am going after things that serve me and my family, then God's gonna put the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing in my path.
What's up?
Hey mom,
What's up?
hey mom,
What's up?
hey mom,
What's up?
hey mom.
What's up?
Welcome to Moms Actually. I'm Blair,
And I'm Morgan.
and this is our special guest, Ashley West.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
Of course, I've been so excited for you.
Oh, beyond.
I keep saying we're gonna have a time.
Yes.
Oh, a time is going to be had.
Yes.
So can you tell everybody about yourself, brag on yourself a little bit?
Yes. I am Ashley West, Southern West Sunshine on TikTok and Instagram. And I'm a mom of two, so I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yes, boy and a girl, Walker and Elle. I do social media now, but by trade, I am a speech pathologist.
Okay.
So way back when, I did speech therapy.
Cool.
So yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. I don't want
Is
to
it
brag
weird
too
to
much.
say I do social media?
It is. It is.
I saw how you
That's
said it.
like,
You're like, I do social
listen,
media?
when I say I'm a content creator, there are people like, okay,
Yeah.
got it, okay. So yes, yeah.
Okay. Well, get ready because we are, like I said, a time is about to be had.
Love.
We're gonna have some good conversation. But before we start, support us, press subscribe.
Press the subscribe,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, support your favorite moms.
Yes.
That's us.
Yes.
So we'll give you a second. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start by telling you what these paddles are for.
Oh, fab.
Yes.
Okay, I love that.
One of our favorite games.
Yes.
Ooh.
So if you are new to the platform over here, it's giving motherhood. So
Love.
gold means yes or the first option that I say, and then white means no or the second option.
Okay.
First answer is always the right answer, so
with your
don't
gut.
think
Oh.
too hard about
Okay.
it, okay? And so we're just gonna get right started
Okay.
right now, okay? Are you ready?
Okay, I guess.
You ready? Okay, let's go. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough compared to other moms?
Oh.
Let's see. No.
Yes, 100%. And it's not like in a permanent, like, I don't feel good enough or even that. I think you just see someone else doing something and you're like, man, I wish I had that in me. But I feel like
Yeah.
I'm good for my parent, like my kids. I don't feel bad about myself, but
Yeah.
No, I agree with that 100%. It's the cleaning aspect for me. Really, truly. Like you see these perfectly curated, gorgeous, stark white homes, and I'm like, yeah, I got dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
cereal everywhere. But yeah, I feel
no,
that.
I have to put them down to feel better. I'm like, their house really isn't that clean. They probably got Kool-Aid stains.
Right, right. We're only seeing what's in the frame.
I'm like, it's a lie.
Yeah. I said no only because like I beat myself up enough about other things with the mom situation.
Yes.
I'm like, no, I am good enough. Like
Yes.
I am doing good. Other places, maybe not so much.
Right.
But mom-wise, yeah, no, I'm not.
Oh, I love that.
No.
She's like, not doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Okay, next one. Do you feel like kids can sometimes get in the way of marriage?
Yeah.
Yes.
you
only
let
'cause
'em.
Your priority, yeah, if you let them.
Right.
But your priorities just naturally shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to leave room for something else.
I mean, considering both of our kids are still in the bed with us.
I was just getting ready to say
Come
that.
on, guys. Come on.
I mean, we've tried. I mean, they'll just end up in the bed with us anyways.
No, it's because you're not consistent. Because you're like, they're going to end up. It's like,
She has a
so
gate.
I have a gate. So they have
See?
like a room here, and I have a gate in the hallway.
Yes.
But now I don't even have to close the gate. So at 3 months, they go to their own respective rooms
Right.
after that. And it's hell. Because yes, I know you have to get up out of bed and you have to do all those things.
That's where I messed up.
And yeah, so I was like, I'd rather go through hell for X amount of months
Right.
to have the rest of the years.
No, I feel that.
So I'm very big about that because I just have heard
to get
so
on her
many
level.
stories.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
friend still has like her 10-year-old that comes and like sleeps
Oh,
in
yeah,
bed
no,
with
we
them
gotta draw the
sometimes.
line somewhere.
I mean, it sounds
Yeah.
good, but I'll talk to you in 5 years. She's like, red.
It's so funny because so Layla was in the, she was sleeping in the bed because I was
Yeah.
single mom. I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. It's,
Right.
whatever. And then I started dating my now husband, and then, we moved in together, and she was still kind of like trickling in, and he was like, ooh, this doesn't
not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what really like stopped it for me. And then
Right.
he immediately, once we got pregnant with my second, he was like, just to let you know, we're not going to start that habit.
Yeah.
So he was the one really to be very, very stern on
Right.
that. Now our son, he'll come in the early mornings, but that's not a big deal because it's early in the morning.
Right.
But no, our kids do not sleep in the bed. But that's why I said that they can, because if you don't really draw that line, then what time are you actually having?
It's like I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, because you're already during the day, you're business as usual and all of that. And, it's...
And then you can't do anything at night because you don't know when they just go.
Yeah,
Oh,
pop up.
listen, I'll meet you in the kids' bedroom.
Right, because what do you
be
do
there.
in that moment? Like, are you daytime or...
Well, my husband works all the time, so it's
See?
very much like, I'll see you when I see you, or like, let him fall asleep. Make sure he's not asleep. Okay, I'll meet you in the kids' room.
So see, you don't even have your bedroom as like
No, it's not like our safe, not safe space, but
Yeah,
it's,
but you're...
it's not our space. That's for
It's
damn
not
That's the family room.
sacred.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
nothing is sacred anymore.
Got it. Okay. Understood. Would you say your parenting is more traditional or more new age?
Traditional.
I'm gonna go here.
I'd say in the middle, only because, and not because it's like all the way gentle parenting, parenting fans or whatever. It's just I talk to them, and I think that's considered new age. Like I talk to my kids.
How are you feeling?
Yes.
Or
like,
I agree with that.
This is why you can't do this, or like that's the most new age I think I really get.
Totally.
Same. I'm exactly the same. That's why I said I'm more balanced. I like to say balanced parenting because I do keep some of the tradition of like, no, this is what I said. I said, that type of thing.
100%.
I'm not going to argue with you or give you too many choices, but we are going to communicate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love
that.
What's traditional to you?
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But well, and like I haven't really had the chance. Like every new season as I age, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this now. Like I'm parenting this way. I haven't really gotten to the school age. I'll just start at kindergarten.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I say parenting, it's very much like, no, don't open the pantry door or whatever, So talking about feelings and that is just kind of starting for me.
Got you. Okay.
It's so interesting because Instagram also makes me realize, like, am I doing everything wrong? Because they're like, you can't call your kids smart anymore because then if you say smart, it's a lot of pressure because then I have to like, they think they have to be smart. You have to say they're hardworking.
Right.
Like it's a lot to keep up with.
But then it makes you like think, who is the source? You know what I'm saying? Like who is credible enough to really, change things?
But
it's like,
I hear
don't care.
older
I'm gonna
people
stay
say
smart.
like their parents used to say that, and so they would like freak out when they didn't know something. So it's like I see the adults.
balance.
Yeah, I see
Just
the
gotta have
adults
the
saying it.
balance.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's
get so
hard.
overwhelmed thinking about it.
Everything is balanced.
Yes.
Then there's no such thing as balance. That's the same thing.
100%.
Perfect.
So balance.
But
do
not.
the thing that doesn't exist.
Right. Love that for
and do
us.
it well.
Right, make the impossible happen.
Do you have a secret stash of candy or snacks that the kids don't know about?
Ooh.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
no, I don't.
I should.
No.
Right. The only thing I do sometimes is if there's like a snack that I absolutely want, it's not that they don't know about it. I just put it higher in the pantry.
Yes.
So I'm like, you can see this, but
Do you
know
secretly
that
eat
it's
it?
mine. No, I never secretly
Do you
eat
hide
it.
out and
But
eat
I'm
it?
like, you know that this one is mine, so you can't have it.
Yeah, I'll move it just so it doesn't get eaten.
Yeah.
But again,
That's it.
Instagram made me do this. I put everything, even candy, in full view and let them have choices because I can't stop myself from eating stuff, and I don't want them to have that issue when they get older. So I'm pretty open about like eating snacks and all that stuff because I wasn't allowed to. So when I do have stuff, I
You're like,
overindulge.
binge.
Yeah, I binge. And I don't want that for them.
Totally.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't, but I will secretly eat stuff and then tell them it's spicy if I'm eating something.
Yes.
I'm like, you won't like this, baby.
you're not gonna like
it's
this."
spicy. You won't like it. And that kind of stops it right there.
If they hear spicy and they're like, I'm good. They're gonna grow up saying like, I can't eat a Jolly Rancher. It's spicy.
Yes, literally. Or even just like basic gum. Like I'm like, it's minty. It's
Yeah,
spicy. You
you're
won't
not gonna
like
like it. It's too much. It's gonna open
They're
you
gonna
up
get
too
to
much.
middle school. Their friends are gonna be like,
Yeah, you're not lie to you, baby.
Right.
Are we doing our hair perfectly, or are we risking being late to the event?
she's doing her hair perfectly.
Now listen,
Or showing up on time?
I'm an on-time girly.
Okay.
Like I'm very much that. So thank God for heatless curls.
Okay.
Because I swear I can sleep in them, and I'm like the confidence I have, I can leave the house and like
Do you put your heatless curls, like, do you keep them on in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God,
She's
girl,
like,
I went through the
right before
airport
the
in
event,
Yeah.
she's sliding it out.
That is no joke. I mean, I'm telling you, I have gone multiple places. Like right before I go through the door, I'm taking it out.
Yes.
So,
Let's say one day it comes out a little wonky. Are you like, you know what?
You're like, I'm
gonna
gonna be
just
late.
kind of like do this, or are you gonna be late? Would you be late for your hair?
no,
So you would still be on time.
I would still be on time.
Wow.
I know. Well, unexpected
That
things.
is
Yeah.
very unexpected. I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't even a question.
Listen, yeah, I'm very much like a on-time girly.
Stickler.
That was very much ingrained in me.
Okay.
From my mom and dad, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'd be late on accident, so my hair
Yeah.
my hair wouldn't look the way it would.
Yeah,
Right?
it still
Both
wouldn't
of
look
them.
good.
Like, why were you late?
Right. I'm not seeing
Like-
the,
It's not adding up.
Yes.
Okay? The math ain't
Like,
mathing.
you're gonna be late at least.
at least make it worth
Do
it.
something.
Right? Aw.
Making your coffee at home or Starbucks run?
Ooh, making it at home.
Making it at home?
Yes. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And I said this earlier, but the closest Starbucks to me is 30 minutes away.
Oh. Well,
So you're
Starbucks
kinda
was next
forced.
door.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if I make coffee at home and I try to do my little barista things, but I'm very much a coffee pot girl, cream,
Yes,
sugar, and that's
same.
it. So it overwhelms me too to order at Starbucks. Do you feel
I'm in
that
the
way?
middle. Because I like Starbucks as like the treat.
Yes, that's me too.
And
yes.
but during the week I do my coffee at home.
yes.
So on the
Love.
weekends I'm
Totally relate. Yeah.
dashing to
No,
Starbucks.
Starbucks orders are very, like, we should do like a content post and ask everybody their Starbucks
What their order is.
It is like, I don't think I
Yes.
could work at Starbucks. I get overwhelmed
It's
hearing you. I'm like, what do you guys call grande?
Yes.
The other side.
Yes.
It's the
what are they?
ingredients for me. The
Venti.
2 pumps
Yes.
of this, 3,
Fall.
the foam, this, that, and the other. I'm like, I'm
Yes.
overstimulated already. Like, you're gonna have to figure
can't.
this out.
But they do it so well. When you order, they're like, okay, all right, thank
Like
you.
you didn't
Try
ask
forward.
anything. Like you said
Yes.
hello. They're just like,
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it all down.
I don't drink coffee. I've never had coffee in my life. I love this moment. That's the only
Yes,
reason why I
she
tell
doesn't.
everybody.
She doesn't.
God, well,
Never
good for
had
you. I'm
coffee.
trying
I
to
don't
get
know
like
how she
you.
does it.
Yeah.
And she stays up until like 3 a.m. and then wakes up
But I
at
have
like
been
7.
doing 5-hour energy drinks for this. I will say that. But usually when I'm up, I'm up. I'm also afraid of being addicted to something.
Yep, totally.
And when people do like coffee cleanses, they usually get headaches and stuff. That doesn't seem fun.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only
Love.
reason. It smells amazing.
It does. smell good.
Just brew it to smell it.
Yeah.
Love.
Last question.
Yes.
All right, Botox and filler, or are we aging gracefully?
Where's the first one?
Where's the
that was
first?
gold?
Gold?
Me and my Botox appointment 3 days ago. Literally.
Like, oh, yes.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never had Botox or filler before, but I am like,
She's like, it's not on purpose.
Yeah, it's not on
Well,
purpose.
you look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh my
you,
God.
but I'm ready to, make
Yeah.
the appointment for
I
sure.
tell,
Oh, love that.
just in case anybody's watching this, Botox at any age. You can start Botox before you get your wrinkles because it helps teach your muscles not to wrinkle.
Yeah.
Filler. If you are 20-something, please don't do it unless you're like doing something for your jawline or maybe your nose. But you already have a lot of collagen in your face. So what you're doing is stretching your face out. And then if you don't keep it up, you get filler face. And it's just you start looking 40 instead of 23. So like, just hold up on the facial
Big
balance
sister
and get like
advice.
early 20.
Yeah.
Yes,
Love.
that.
Come
Because it's
on.
just so sad. It's just
She said just so
it's
sad.
tough. So
Doing
yeah.
too much too early.
Exactly,
Yeah.
too much. You're cute, girl.
But the
cute girl.
Botox is
Botox, do it, whenever.
Preventative.
Yeah,
Yes.
preventative.
Yes.
All for it.
Love.
All for it. So now that we have you on
Yes.
our
Yes.
couch and you're hanging with us
Of
and you get an
course.
opportunity to like share more about who Ashley West is, what's something that you don't get asked about or that you don't get to like actually talk about that you think people should know about you?
Yeah, so I don't really showcase a lot. I mean, here recently I've started posting more about it, but I used to sing a lot, and music was a major part of my life. So as a freshman in college, I actually majored in musical theater. So like
Your
all
parents
the
love
all,
you.
Love that.
right?
Because I would not pay for my kids to go to college for singing.
So
She
Rivers
must
is a
really be
jazz
able to sing.
major. Rivers is a jazz.
Oh,
jazz
I thought you said
major.
my husband is. So I was like, really?
No, no.
what's that mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't
You're like
judge your mother. But go on. You have great parents.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. They were very much supportive of that. And I went to Oklahoma City University for the first year of college, got a scholarship, did the whole thing.
Oh,
Quickly
Yeah.
realized, I was like, can't make a career out of this. I did not want to audition for the rest of my life.
It's work.
Ah,
And it's a lot
yeah.
of rejection.
Oh, that is what I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
My heart was broken. I put so much of my heart and soul into every single thing, every audition, every song, every.
And it's not a reflection of how good you are.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
very
hardest part.
subjective.
Yeah.
So I quickly realized, I'm like, I'm not gonna make a career out of this. I can't take it. So transferred over to speech pathology.
Okay.
Loved every minute of it, and people might not know that about me as well. So I worked 5 years as a medical speech pathologist in the hospital. COVID hit, and I was pregnant at the time. So I decided to step away, and then that's when TikTok got started. Or
Wow.
Your
social media.
TikTok, yeah.
Right,
Your new
exactly.
career.
Yeah.
Yes, my newfound
Was
career.
it like, did you start for fun, or were you like, hey, we're in this house and I'm gonna see if I can make something shake?
I mean, it was literally what makes me laugh.
Okay.
We were all very much like, oh, what's this app that everybody's downloading in quarantine? So
Yeah.
it was very much like, well, I started yodeling.
I was wondering if like, are we gonna get a yodel from you?
Oh, absolutely not.
She said no.
But I will say that kind of started the ball rolling as far as getting followers. And I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be known as the yodeling girl.
But go to her
That
TikTok.
makes sense,
But
right?
do go to her TikTok. She has like a yodeling
I do.
section.
Yodel mom.
Yeah.
It sounds so beautiful.
Oh,
She does
thank
not sound like
you.
Ricola.
Right.
Sometimes. But so
That's what I sounded like earlier.
I mean,
Ricola.
but it was beautiful. But it's like hers
Yeah.
has like a.
She got a
She got
swag
it,
to
yeah.
her.
That's
It's
what
a
it is.
real thing.
Oh,
She got
thank
like a
you.
yeah.
It's very country.
Swaggy yodeling.
It's
Yeah.
country. But
I love it.
so I did musical theater, and then I also, when I was growing up, I did a lot of country music as well. So
That's
kind of
really-
like the lines were blurred. But anyways, that's kind of my story.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So now you're more in the like fashion and
Yes.
beauty
Well,
and
and-
lifestyle, motherhood, all the things. And you're
Yes.
really just giving it to us. And you also started really being an example, I would say, doing the big
Aw.
sister advice
Thank
and
you.
all of that. So what would you say to 20-year-old you right now?
Ooh. Well, first of all, you wouldn't believe that you'd be sitting on a couch doing this. You don't have to have it all figured out. Not everything needs to be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
By 24, I'm going to be married and have a kid. Like
Yeah.
that is not what you need to be focusing on. You need to be focusing on yourself
Yeah.
and making sure you are good. I got married when I was 22. So I was a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, we just had our 10-year anniversary. But I think, but I think, yeah, if you just need to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. You know, when you're 20, 22, when people are telling you that,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like,
it doesn't sound. Yeah, you're like
I'm so old.
you're fighting against it, and then at this age, and you've gone marriage and kids, and you finally it clicks, and so then now you try to like pass that advice on to a 20-year-old, like enjoy it,
Yeah.
enjoy it, and try to make it make sense because
Yeah.
it's like you don't realize how much your life changes. But when you're 20, you think you want the marriage and you want,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
do, but it's
You don't
but
have to
you
have it all
never
figured
get
out.
this moment where it's just about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Enjoy
don't,
it.
And then
Yeah.
even if you don't get married at 22, like I didn't get married till I was 29, the whole time you're kind of focused on finding your partner. So you're not thinking about you. And then you get married and you're a wife. So now you've become this identity.
Yep.
Then you have kids and you're a mom. And so you've spent your whole life never actually figuring out who you are.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I
Yes.
think what helps too, though, is what we're doing right here.
Yeah.
Because you have the aunties and the, random people that will say, enjoy your 20s and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but they just say that.
Right.
They don't say the why, or they don't give like the example. So it's been nice to even be able to talk to other women that are saying like, okay, no, this is what I focused on. This is what I got to do and during that time. This is what I'm doing now. Like that is the thing that's important to show the why because they see us and they see us doing all these things and like, but you did this and you had this. I'm like, no. I mean, I had my first child at 20 years old.
Right.
And so I had to
Grow up quick. Yeah.
I had to grow up quick, but I'm like, no, if I was able to do this,
Right.
I would have been even more better off, I
Yeah.
guess, if I was just to be able to focus kind of, and not being forced
Right.
to
Yeah.
focus.
100%.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Totally.
And then try to balance all the things
All
because
the
then you
things.
have to, be
I'm
a
growing
mom. You
a
have
human
to do exactly.
while I'm trying to grow up.
Mm.
And we still are doing that.
Yes.
Like, we're in our, I'm 31 years, 32. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 32.
I'm 32.
And no Botox.
Yes, and no Botox. Okay, so I'll take that. I'll take that.
Right,
Thank you.
yes, go for it.
But yeah, I'm 32 years old, and I'm still like 30s. It's like an
Right.
advanced 20s.
Yeah.
100%. Well,
Like,
and
we still don't really have
Yeah.
it figured out.
like 20-year-old you're like, ooh, 32 is old. Like,
No,
Yes, and now
but
it's
it
like-
feels like it.
Yeah, when you're at any age,
Yeah.
well, younger ages, 30 seems like, now
Light
like
years.
50's young to me. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you
Right.
only 50? I was
Yeah.
like, okay, girl. But before that was about 99 years old. 30 was about 70.
Yeah.
So it changed a little bit. So since your life has evolved, so you go from like this 9-to-5
Right.
woman to this social media creator
Right.
where
Star.
it's 20
star.
star
Yes.
24-hour job. Like how has your family adjusted to all of that? Because before,
Ooh.
you probably start the day with your family, end the day with your family. It's a predictable
Right.
life.
So I just now, so Elle, like I said, just started kindergarten. My son used to always be with me.
Yeah.
So it was very much like he was always under my skin. I'm gonna say under my skin,
Pretty
but he
much,
was.
yeah.
Like,
Like,
right.
that's how-
Absolutely.
I mean, he was attached to me.
Yeah.
So now I'm working. So during the day, and a lot of my work is filming.
Yeah.
So I don't like to put my kids on camera that much. When I
Yeah.
have to, I have to,
Right.
and it's just part of what I do. But I want to limit their exposure to that, and I don't want them to see me on my phone constantly.
Yes.
Like that is my major.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
let's like not do that.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's what I do now. So he's just now started going to a childcare situation, and it has been it's been really amazing because
Okay.
I'm able to be content creator Ashley,
Yeah.
and then come 3 o'clock, I can go back and I can be mom, and I can feel like
without feeling like you're
yes,
splitting
and
your
I
time
feel
and all that.
accomplished. Like, okay, I checked all the boxes that I
Yeah.
need to check today for work, and then now I can put my mom hat back on and really focus on my children and be present.
And that's good because people can make you feel guilty about childcare, but I'm like, if my kid was here, I'd be ignoring them.
Exactly.
So why not let them play with other
Right.
kids?
Yep.
Yes, 100%. So, and he's getting interaction with other kids. He's getting
Exactly.
socialization, and that just for me, like he's getting to play too. And so
Exactly.
it would be very much like, baby, I'll play with you in a minute.
Yeah.
Like I gotta be on my phone. So yeah, it's been nice.
What's been the adjustments for marriage, though?
We've come to a point where we're like, okay, 8 o'clock, no more phones.
Okay.
Like we have to put the phones down because we need some normalcy to like look each other
Yeah.
in the eye and be
Yeah.
like, okay, babe, how was your day? Because with social media, it doesn't shut off.
It doesn't
No.
stop.
It does not stop, and there's always going to be messages
Something.
coming through. What's going on? This got shared, that got shared.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very much a people pleaser. So, like, if you're asking me something online, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be getting back to you
Yeah.
as soon as possible. But you have to draw that line so we can have some time for ourselves.
And
for
not
sure.
be burnt out.
Oh,
That too.
100%.
It
Yeah.
has to be sustainable.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're like building a life of sustainability because all
Right.
of this is still pretty new.
So fresh.
You know?
Fresh, yeah.
And trying to make sure that it's like the long.
And there's no, for me, it's like there's no blueprint. Like
yeah.
this, I'm just like blindly figuring it out. So now it's like we've kind of got a rhythm with it for sure.
Man, that people pleaser thing can be heavy, though, because I feel like if you're people pleasing, you're not pleasing someone else, even whether that's
yeah.
yourself or your husband or your kids or something. So it's like getting that balance figured out. You look like you have something very important to say.
Yes.
I want to hear it.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what goes on with my faces sometimes, but it's insane. No, but I was really going to ask because you were talking about just your day-to-day, how things go, and you're even just seeing you online, you're like always like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
And so what does you time, like Ashley time look like? Like what is downtime
That's a good
for
question.
you?
Ooh, I love that. I call it vegging out.
Okay.
Vegging out.
Okay.
My mom called it that way back when. But it's really just where I'm able to take my makeup off.
Okay.
My hair is out of my face in a headband and a sheet mask, and we're watching Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
Like period pieces.
Yeah.
That is my thing.
Yeah.
Like PBS stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally. I'm such a nerd. But that's what that is for me. And I feel bad saying this, but when my husband would work nights and I would get my kids to sleep, I'm like, Yes, I get to get in.
No,
I get to get ugly and watch Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
But yeah.
No. And would you say like you have moments where you're kind of like you have to fill your cup up in a different way because of whether, life happens and things like that? How is that? Because I think when people see someone who is so positive all the time, they kind of like feel like, man, how does she do it? Like, how is she always happy? Like, what does that look like on the days that you're not so happy?
For me, like, and not every day is cupcakes and rainbows.
Right.
Like, that's, and what you see on social media is very much a highlight reel.
Right.
Yeah, because no
Very
one wants
much.
to see, please don't cry, like, on,
That is one thing I promise, yes.
So it's like, so
You won't
because
see me
we
crying.
also don't want that, it can be,
Right.
Yeah, but then I try to keep it as relatable as possible.
Yeah.
And I can show up and say, yeah, today was not that day. It was not a good day. But for me, it's the joy of the Lord. Like just constantly being in prayer and like putting all the glory to him every single day.
Yeah.
And that reflects in plus I'm ADHD too. So it's like very much bouncy all the time. But that's what I've found for me.
No, that definitely helps. So a second ago, which is actually like 5 minutes ago, you talked about like this being new, like being a social media content creator. Do you have like goals around it? Do you have a long game, or is it I'm like here for the ride?
I'm here for the ride.
Okay.
I have no idea what the end game is.
Yeah.
I say that a lot. I'm like, don't know where this is going, but we're here for
You're like,
it.
as long as they want me.
Yeah, right? Well, and I've said this a lot. It's my season of yes. And I wholeheartedly feel like if I am going after things that serve me and my family, then God's gonna put the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing in my path. And so if I'm shutting those doors that he's opening, then, I mean, like, I'm gonna be saying yes to a lot. So if it fits my conscience and what I see to be good for our family.
Do you have a dream thing? Like you're like, you know what, now that I'm in it, there are certain things that I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. Is there anything like that?
Oh, there's multiple things.
Okay.
Multiple things. I mean, like, you want to talk about top tier?
Yeah.
Top tier.
I want to hear the dream.
Okay. So, I mean, there's the makeup dream. It's like having your makeup done by celebrity makeup artists.
Okay.
Which is, of course. What else? I love to travel.
Okay.
So going like exotic places, going overseas, and getting to bring the family, and retiring Zach, my husband. That would be a big one.
I love that.
Yeah, he works very, very hard for our family. So being able to do that would be a dream. This is so ridiculous. Singing with Dolly Parton.
That's first.
Okay, so Dolly called me.
Yes.
No. I've always loved her. So yeah, that's some goals.
I love that though.
I mean,
those
we'll
are
see
some
in a
goals.
year where we're at. But
By this time next year. That's
That's
my
our favorite
by this
saying,
time
and it's
next year.
always-
You just never
well,
know.
you look back and you're like, what was I doing last year?
Yeah.
Not what I'm doing right now.
That's why a lot of stuff, like clearly stress exists, anxiety exists, but I don't stay there because I'm like, what was I stressing over a year ago? And I might remember it, but it's not what I'm doing right now. So it's like, it's
Worrying
just not
gets
the
you
big.
nowhere.
Yeah. So am I gonna move forward? Like, what am I gonna do next? I'm not about to sit here. Like, I can't be one of those. And I know some people do this, but in the bed every day, just sad about something that happened yesterday or last week. Like, why not do something else to like change your circumstances? But the season of yes. How does it feel when you say yes to something and you know it's God, but it's not like who you think you are? Like you said yes to something and it's like,
that's good,
"Ee."
B.
I love that.
Like I said yes, but
Okay. Well, here recently, I got asked to sing the national anthem at a rodeo of all things.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I did not see that.
I saw
Okay, so
that.
a friend of mine, her husband rides for the PBR, and she messaged me and she was like, "Hey, you want to sing the national anthem?" I was like, "Please no." My husband even grabbed my phone and he texted back, "Yes."
Yeah.
good husband, good job.
Good job.
And
She
I was
went
like,
to school for this.
oh my God. And ultimately I'm like, what's the plan here? Like, what's the end game? Like, why am I putting myself out here and singing? And that singing the national anthem is a different thing. Like,
Oh,
it
That's
is
true.
yeah.
It's like one of the most judged. Like,
Yes.
It is.
It is.
You can't just ad lib on the spot.
No,
You
no.
gotta get it
like
right.
even celebrities have gotten it
Yes.
bad.
So
Very
that
much
would be the biggest example I can think of here lately. That
Yeah.
I'm like, God, what are you doing?
So
All
she
right.
did well.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed the clip. I'm gonna watch it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, thank
but you
you.
know what? I love that because it also proves that God is so strategic and nothing is wasted. Because you know when
No.
you're like, you went to school for it, you
Yes.
did the thing, and then you were like, no, this
Right,
is not
right.
this is not it. But
Yeah.
it's like God was like, no, I'm not finished.
This is a gift that I gave you.
And you're still gonna use it. And it's I think sometimes as moms too,
Yeah.
we bury things so deep,
Deep,
down.
deep, yeah.
Especially if it's a dream or something, a passion, and we're
Yes.
like, I can't do that anymore. I have a family to take care of.
Yes.
I did that. As soon as I became pregnant, I had this dream of being like on Broadway and doing all these things. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to go to auditions every week. I have to take care of a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
it's like, no, but I can still use you. I can still do the things. So I wanna encourage the moms
Yes.
out there who have buried dreams and they feel like that was a waste of time and I did this for a moment.
It was a season.
It was a season. No, that thing is gonna spin the block.
That's true.
That's so true.
Because you can't act shy when Dolly comes up. You can't be like,
Right,
oh,
what are you gonna do when Dolly comes up?
I mean, but that's so, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so true. And like I said, if you would have told me 2 or 3 years ago, like these seeds that God has planted in me, he's bringing them out now and I hope they're making fruit. And
Of course they are.
it's like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing, hindsight's 2020. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what that was for.
Yep.
And that's what, okay, all this theatrics and the silliness and the dancing.
Yeah.
I know, but
You're
that's
using
what
it
that's
all.
for.
Yes.
You're using it all
Everything.
daily.
Yes.
Everything.
But how was the adjustment when you went from speech pathologist to this, like telling your husband or like your friends,
Friends, I was
like,
gonna say that,
ooh,
yeah.
how'd that go? Like, what'd they think? Like, oh,
Like I'm doing this full time.
yeah.
I mean, it kind of was gradual. So it wasn't like, okay, so she's getting more and more quote unquote attention online. So it's been
So the
been
proof was
good.
kind of already there.
Yeah.
kind of, well, and I've always been theatrical.
Okay.
And I've always been kind of silly, but I've just kind of
But
let it.
leaving the 9 to 5 to be silly on
Oh,
Instagram.
true. No, that's so true. Yes, that is so true. Well, and like,
In a good job. Like, you had a good job.
Yeah.
my master's degree is just sitting there on.
That's
like,
hilarious.
woo. But yeah, no, that, and it's been wild to, because like a master's degree, I mean, I'm not using
Yeah.
it. And that's another way God's kind of just reframed
Yeah,
everything. And it's
yeah.
like, okay, now you're gonna do this and try this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are pieces of things that I pull from throughout my life that has helped me along the way.
Yeah.
Have your relationships changed at all? Especially as you become bigger and
Yeah.
people get weird.
And I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of girlfriends.
Okay.
And it's
Why?
not that I haven't.
She got married at 22.
I did. That is so true.
Is that why?
That is so. He's my best friend, and so it's not that I put walls up. It's just that if I'm gonna have extra time to spend, I'm gonna want to spend it with my husband, and I'm gonna because he's my best friend.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't do girls' nights. Like I don't do when we live so far in the country. Like
Yeah.
And she's like, when she has her time, she's on the
like,
couch
it's
watching
my
TV.
time.
Yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
makes sense.
And I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
So and if we do go do girly things, that's who I'm gonna do it with.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's very much that. But I always keep my heart open and always keep my, I can be friends with anybody.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no,
literally.
clearly.
Yeah,
No, there's
you
no
can.
judgment. I just
No.
started, I've always had like friends, but once I got married, like we did everything together.
Exactly.
We traveled together. We did. So
That's
if
your
I had,
person.
yeah, and so if I had free time, I'm an only child. So
Yes.
I'm
You're
gonna be
like,
by
I'm good.
myself with that
Yes,
extra
I'm
time.
comfortable by myself.
I'm
Yes.
very comfortable. I'll go out to the movies by myself. I'll go
Listen.
eat by myself. Like I don't need to wait for anybody to do anything. So I'm fine. So if
That's
I'm not
me.
with him, I'm with me. But over the last year, I've definitely realized like the importance of girlfriends in those relationships. And so it's changed a lot. And I think that's been really helpful. But I totally understand. I was like, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm fine.
I'm good.
Well, and that's something that may be a goal for me too, is to kind of
Yeah.
open myself up for that as well.
I was gonna ask, do
'cause
you wish
don't-
sometimes that you had more like,
Because there's no
man.
village. There is
Yeah.
zero village for me. My family lives 5 hours away.
Okay.
And so it is
Mine
me.
too.
Yeah.
It's me and my husband. And so it's just very much, I do miss having a
Yeah.
village.
Okay.
But it's hard to make mom friends.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Elle goes to dance, and so we'll sit out there, all the dance moms will sit and talk, and very much that. But
I hate small talk.
I am not a small talk person. I'll be
I was
honest.
like,
When you do the small talk, you go home, but you're
You're
not like
like-
friends. Yeah.
You
it's
know
like,
that one, and you're like, it's some meme going around that's like, do you ever leave a social situation? And it's like, that was not my best
Yes,
work.
that's me. That's me all the time.
Literally. or like I overshared majorly.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually me because I'm not good at like the small talk. So I just
Yes.
am saying the most random stuff. and
Blair's
I'm
gonna
like,
say something random.
because I always feel like I have to talk in situations because I don't want the person to feel like, because I can look really mean. So I'm like, hey, blah, blah, and I'm just talking. I'm like, I really don't want to talk, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna make it weird, and I'm
She's
gonna
gonna
walk
have a
away
random
like, man.
fact.
I'm gonna drop a bomb on you and
yeah.
walk away.
I got random facts for days.
I love that.
The hyena one came to me first.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna do
yep,
that right
nope,
now.
Nope.
I'll tell y'all.
We'll save it for
Yeah.
later. We'll save it for later.
Yeah.
So, okay, a village is the thing. Because you know what?
Yeah.
We, on our platform, we talk so much
Mm-hmm.
about community and village. And I think we get that comment a lot
Oh, yeah.
about, well, okay, you guys talk about the village, but how are you making friends? Like, as soon as I became a mom is actually when I lost my village.
Yeah.
Like, but you probably didn't really even
Well, and that's
experience
why
that,
TikTok's
huh?
been so beautiful
Okay.
for me, because it's given me this sense of community.
You're like, I got my internet friends.
Yes.
I love that.
That's actually my thing.
Okay.
Don't underestimate internet friends.
Well, and
They're
I
great.
I
They
hope
are.
that they feel the same way, like
Oh,
that
I
it's
love
reciprocated, and it's very much like your wins are my wins.
Yeah.
Like I want to support you and lift you up, and that's what's been beautiful for
Yeah.
me too, because it's like I can sit down and do girly things
Yeah.
with girls,
Yeah.
but I don't have to go out.
You're like, I don't have to
That's why I'm
be
like, that's why
sitting
I'm
with you.
before like this past year, I was definitely like an internet girly person. I'm like,
Yeah.
people are so like, it's just so easy. We get
Right.
to have all these conversations. I watch a lot of TV. We can talk about that. We can do all the things. We just don't have to like leave the house.
Yes.
I loved COVID.
But and I'm
great.
I want to make it super authentic too.
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
you see is what you get with me, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like if I do sponsor stuff, I'm always gonna tell you
Yeah.
it's sponsored. You
Yeah.
know, or like if something's gifted to me, which feels
Yeah.
icky sometimes
It
because I'm
does.
like,
It feels weird.
I've got boxes come in and like I always am like, gosh, this just looks like so much surplus.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
what do you do with all of that? You know, I'm like, it's rough sometimes, but I always like to be
giveaways to your
transparent.
internet
yeah,
friends.
I
You can
always
share with
try.
them, yeah.
Yes,
Because it's
and
hard,
donating
because a lot of mom content is now sponsored content. So it's
Yep.
like trying to get it like
The balance.
especially the stuff you really do like. But
Yes.
if it's an ad, it's like, but this one's
You're like,
but
for real, I
like
liked
but
it.
this one is.
Yeah. No, totally. It's like, and I always am very clear to brands. I'm like, look, I'm going to use this for a while before I decide to work with you,
Oh,
yes.
because
Yes.
it's got to be authentic. Because I
Right.
can't lie for anything.
Well, she is definitely real. If you guys ever guessed or anything like that, she's your real friend. Like if you were like, she's my friend, but like in my head, no, not in your head. She's your real friend.
Yes.
like,
Shoot me a
we're-
DM.
Yes.
I'll try to get to you. I promise.
It's like we're real friends.
Yes. Now we have
I try.
one last question.
Yes.
What do you think moms actually need to hear?
Ooh. For me, I feel like moms need to know that it's okay to take time for yourself
Yeah.
and to not feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can still do all the beauty things. You can still take time for your hair. Like for me, having that hour to put my makeup on in the morning is my time. It is my time to center myself. It's my time to pray. It's my time to talk with followers.
Yeah.
So there is a little voice in the back of your head as a mom. It's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
I love
why
that.
are you taking time? You're just running kids to school. You're just, making lunches. You're just,
Yeah.
but don't feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Take
like
time
that
for
too.
yourself.
I love
Never
that.
feel guilty about it.
Because we hear so much,
Yeah.
like when the moms are like, I don't have time to get all dressed. And that's why we dress up here.
Yeah, or like,
Yeah, 'cause
must be
I'm like-
nice to have all the time to do that.
Yeah.
But you have a beautiful makeup room, so now I know
Yeah.
why. It's because you're like,
You're like,
this is my time.
Yes, this is my space. It's my she shed.
Yes.
Or my
She
cave,
shed.
my
Yes.
cave. Yes.
No, but that now makes more sense because I was like, wow, she has a whole room for makeup. That's a lot of makeup. But
Yeah.
now it's like, if that's your time, like,
Yeah.
That's my
I totally
space.
get it. My
Yeah.
time
Love
is
that.
laying in bed longer than I need to.
I feel that too.
That's my time. That's why the face doesn't get done and the
Yeah.
hair's in a bun because I'm like, I will wait to the last 30 seconds.
To
We
get
need
up.
to get you on some heatless curls.
Yeah.
Ashley, we are so grateful that you have come and
Yes.
hung
Thank
out with
you.
us and just
Thank
sat on the
you.
couch.
Yes.
And not only inspired, but really just gave your story too, because
Thank
I think
you.
it's really important to give the mom the voice that they don't often get to share
Yes.
in,
Very
that way.
special,
So
yeah.
thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
We
Seriously,
really
appreciate
incredible.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate
Yes.
you guys. Make sure if you are not following Ashley, go ahead and give her a follow. It's going to be somewhere up here, her handle. And make sure if you're not following us and you came by way of Ashley,
Yep.
hello, nice to meet you. Now go ahead and subscribe and get cozy here,
Yes.
okay? But thank you guys so much for watching Moms Actually, where moms come to find themselves.
Absolutely. Love that.
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.